guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go over how I set up my budget planner for 2019. If you have seen any of my videos for budget planning last year, since it's been a while since I've made one, you will recognize this cover. I used the same cover that I did last year on my 2018 Spend Well budget planner that Happy Planner put out. I bought the new one this year, but I really didn't like it. I didn't like how it looked. Like, I didn't like the stripes. I don't like gold foil. So I just decided to make my own and use parts of the old planner. So I'm just going to flip through real quick and show you what I did, how I set it up and everything. So first, I have a 2019 year at a glance. Basically, I didn't make this myself. I just printed it offline. And I will link it down below if anybody wants one of those for themselves. What I use this for is, I'm going to zoom you in a little bit just so you can see it a little better. Obviously the little green dots are like my paycheck. Well, not obviously, but those are where we get paid. So we get paid bi-weekly. And then I highlighted the portion that like the bills would be in for that paycheck. So, because I budget paycheck to paycheck, if you've seen any of my budgeting videos from 2018. I budget paycheck to paycheck, so like any bills basically that are within from the 25th to the 7th of February would be under this paycheck, and from the 8th to the 21st would be on that paycheck, and so on and so forth. So, I just did that real quick. If you do download this, just be aware that it's not aligned correctly, and if that is something that's going to drive you nuts, you may not want to download this one that I link down there, but it was just quick and it was easy, and so I went ahead and downloaded it instead of making it myself, just because it's so tedious to do all these little dates. For 2020, I probably will do it myself just so that it's like straight and even, but for right now it works. The next part that I have, let's see if I can zoom you out a little bit farther, is almost like for future budget planning, I guess. So if I have anything that I know is going to happen in a specific month, I can just write it in there. And then when I do my budget, I can refer back to that and make sure I have those covered. So right now, February is a really heavy month as far as birthdays for my family. So I have those there, like my mom's is tomorrow, my nephew's is on Valentine's Day, and then we have actual Valentine's Day as well. So I have those in there too. And then I also should have put, in February, my dental plan renews, so I'll have to pay for that as well. And I forgot to put that in there, but it is very real. Alright, so then I have these three little sections that I've sectioned off here. Oh, and then right here, I just have this bill pay, or the bill and / paycheck checklist or whatever. Really, I didn't need that here because I have one in every single month, but I didn't want the back of this page to be blank, so I figured I'd put that there just because I don't like random blank pages. So anyhow, this first one is my mortgage payoff. This is the only debt that I still have. We are consumer debt free, cars are paid for, no credit cards. We haven't had credit cards in like years, a decade probably, not that much, but anyhow, we don't do credit cards or anything, so we paid off all that debt, and so everything's paid for except for our mortgage. So I have a little payment tracker, I guess, that I made with the little mason jar thing, because I'm obsessed with mason jars. But obviously this doesn't go down. I'll zoom you. Ooh, sorry, I hit the camera. It doesn't go down to zero because there's, no way I'm going to pay off my entire mortgage in 1 year. That would be lovely, but that's just not the reality of my existence. So I have it at $500 increments. I could have done larger increments and fit more on this page, but I kind of like being able to shade it in every $500. This whole debt-free journey and everything has definitely taught me that all of this is a mental game. It's definitely a mental struggle, I guess, to do this. So the small wins are great for me. Like I want to be able to check something off, and I want to be able to shade something in. So if my increments were say like 5,000, it would be like less motivating for me, because it would take me forever to knock $5,000 off my mortgage. And I want to have those small wins. That's why I chose, the baby steps and the, debt snowball versus the avalanche method for debt repayment. And if you don't know the difference between the two, debt snowball is you list your, expense or debts smallest to largest and knock out the smallest, and then continue on from there. So smaller at the smallest one, then the next one, and so on. And it's literally like a snowball. It starts growing upon itself. The avalanche is the opposite. Well, not opposite, but what you do is you list your debts from the highest interest rate down, and that's what you hit first, is the highest interest rate. And mathematically, that makes a ton of sense. You save more money doing it that way, but you don't get the small wins throughout the journey. So if your highest interest rate is, say, your car, and it's, I don't know, some 8% or something, but it's like $30,000, it's less satisfying to put money towards that every month, because you have all these other credit cards and things like that may have lower interest rates but are just lingering forever, as opposed to having those small wins of getting rid of something and then being able to use that money to get rid of something else, and so on. So I'm a math person, and I get that the numbers make more sense financially for the avalanche method, but the psychological aspect of it, snowball, is definitely the route I've found to be more beneficial. So anyhow, on a small side note there, so this is my mortgage payoff at $500 increments. So I hope to knock that out sooner than later. And then when I'm done with this page, I'll obviously print out a new one with the, different numbers. So that's that. The next section, I have my little investment jar. I know absolutely nothing about investing. I've never invested in my life, so this will be a new experience for me. I definitely have to do a lot of research because, like I said, I've never invested. So that'll be something I need to learn in 2019. The one thing I do know is that I can invest $6,000 in a Roth IRA every year, well, at this point. So that's my goal. I don't know that I'll reach 6,000 for myself and my husband, but it's a goal. So I have that there. And then the next section is my sinking funds. So I have a sinking fund, my car sinking fund, I have a medical, I have a lot of sinking funds, by the way. Gifts, which includes like Christmas, birthdays, things like that, anniversaries, car insurance, because I pay every 6 months. So I, pay into the sinking fund every month, and that way when that 6-month renewal comes, it's not like an ungodly painful amount, because I've already been paying it basically to myself every month. Then I have my home sinking fund. This is for any kind of home repairs or things that we want to do to the house. Next is that dental, which I'm way behind on because it's due again in February, and because I stopped being diligent with my budgeting the past few months, I wasn't paying myself the dental fee, I guess, every month. So that's going to be a painful hit this month. It'll be like $800, and I only have $380 saved. So then I have back to school supplies, clothes. This used to be back to school clothes, but being that I have kids that are constantly growing, I'm constantly needing to buy them clothes. Then I have my bulk, which is for like Costco, Sam's Club type stuff. Kids programs, so like summer programs or field trips or things like that they need throughout the year. Vacation, which I only have $102 in because it's very low on my priorities, because I don't think we'll be going on vacation anytime soon. And then this is a new one. It's irregular / miscellaneous. I only have like a penny in there right now because it's been open for a while, but I didn't have a use for it. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I just kind of named it as miscellaneous or irregular for right now. So those are my sinking funds. And the way I use my sinking funds is a little bit different than how some people do. I keep mine in a savings account. I don't keep it in like envelopes or anything like that. And what I do is I have extra money in my checking account. So because it's in one of those online savings account, you can't withdraw money more than I think 6 times a month without being penalized, and that's a government mandate, it's not specific to one bank. It's, you know, basically all of those savings accounts. So I have a cushion in my checking account so I can make a payment. Like, so I buy shoes or something for my kids. I don't pull it out of this sinking fund immediately. I wait till the end of the month and then reconcile it and pull it out then if I need to. So that's how I do that. I'll go more in depth in my sinking funds thing at a later date. So this is what the like monthly looks like. I'm gonna see if I can zoom you out. Okay. So I'm literally using the dividers from last year. And then this one's hard to do. I'm trying to show you. So, and I just like use the, what's it called? Removable adhesive stuff to stick the little monthly calendar that I made onto it so I can continue to use the dividers. But that's how I'm doing that. And then, so after the monthly, I've got my balances at a glance. I haven't finished filling this out, but at the beginning of the month, which it's already like the 12th and I haven't done it yet, but I put down all of my starting balances for the month in the different sinking funds and checking accounts and all this stuff. These are how many accounts I have. So I have a lot of accounts. The next is that paycheck or bill schedule that I've got that I mentioned before. So each month has that in it. Next is my paycheck to paycheck budget sheets. I've got 2 of them in there because there's 2 pay periods. Then I've got my expense trackers. So I have it for my groceries, my restaurants, gas. This is my personal, like, spending money, my husband's personal spending money, entertainment, personal care, and then this one is miscellaneous. So that's how I do that. I write down everything that we spend, keep track of everything that we spend, and then I do, you know, fill out the budget stuff. That's basically it. That's my setup for my 2019 budget planner. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below or comments. That's basically it. I am going to start doing paycheck to paycheck budget videos again. I kind of needed to get this set up first and feel comfortable with the layout and everything like that. So hopefully next paycheck, which I just got paid on the 8th, so it'll be around the 22nd. Hopefully I will be able to start doing the paycheck budget videos around that time again, and get back into it, because to be honest with you, I slack off if I don't do the videos. It's almost like it holds me accountable to do them if I know that I have to film it and, you know, stay on that kind of schedule. So it helps me. I hope it helps you guys. But that is it. That is my 2019 budget planner. I will link down below some of the printables that I have available, like the expense trackers and the paycheck to paycheck budget and stuff. And if you want to download them, feel free. I think it's like $1.99 to download them. So anyhow, like I said, that is about it. Hopefully I will see you soon. Have a great day. Bye.